Welcome. We're in a new space. Yay! I'm so happy to be in a dedicated space where I can make videos for you guys. I just ask that you please bear with me on the lighting, on this sound. The sound we've had trouble with. I don't know if I say it in the video, but I have deleted like 3 videos because the sound was just unusable. So I'm hoping this one goes better. As you can see, I've got my microphone a little closer and I've got a blanket up, so I'm hoping that this will help. I am married to an audio engineer, so you'd think this would be a little bit easier, but we are just not prepared. So hopefully we'll get it going better. Also, I kind of live in a city now, so the sound, you may hear background noise, and there's really nothing I can do about that. I didn't think about that when we picked this place, but I'm happy to be in a new space and making videos again. I know it's been a while, and I thank you guys for sticking with me while we get settled and get moved and all that jazz. So today's video, I just wanted to kind of go through and put on my face stuff that I purchased while I was gone and that I've been enjoying, and it's mainly the Sephora sale and a couple other things. So yeah, that's today's video. Make sure you hit subscribe while you're here. I'd love to have you, and hit the like button if you're liking it while you're watching. And I think that's it. Oh, this is a final look. But yeah, let's get into the video. Hey y'all, I hope the sound is okay. We're trying something different. I've had to scrap 2 videos because the sound was terrible. We've got to figure out something. We are in our new space, yay. But that means working out the bugs and all that. So we're not going to talk about my hair. It's just in that stage where I have no idea what to do with it. So yeah, we're just going to play. If I move my mic closer, it's in the shot. But I'd rather you be able to hear me. So the first thing I picked up, we're going to start with, well, I did my brows up first. And I went old school with the primer, and we used the MAC paint pot in Painterly. But I did pick up Manny's Lunar Beauty 12 Days of Lunar. The graphics are so pretty. It's got a nice mirror, but I put them in the way that you open them. So day 1, day 2, so on. And that's the color story. And we're going to play with this today. I have been reaching for this so much. And that's a thing, since it's been a while since I recorded. I need some lip balm or something. Since it's been a while, I have gotten to play with this stuff, so I can already give you my thoughts. Lips are still chapped. Don't know what's going on with that. I've heard it can be, I have an autoimmune issue, and I've heard that that can be a symptom or part of that. I don't know. Got my coffee. How cute are these mugs? I found them at TJ Maxx. I've got one that's a little owl and one that's a fox. Isn't it adorable? I love the little mushrooms on it too. And because I know someone's gonna ask, my little paperclip heart earrings and the necklace both are from Shein. So let's see. I don't know if I want to do something neutral or use the colors. Let's go fall, and we'll do the yellow, orange, and green. Yeah, I kind of want to try something. If it looks heinous, it looks heinous. What are we going to do? So I'm actually going to take a Rephr 14, which is a great brush if you have hooded eyes or small eyes. I'm going into this green. We're going to go in the inner corner with that. So yeah, I moved. We're finally in our own place. I love it. And I hope the lighting's okay too. But the problem I've had with this sound is that we've got like wood floors, and there's nothing in this room. I finally have a beauty room, and there's nothing in here to absorb any of the sound. So yeah, it's just kind of been a weird transition. And you know, when I film and then there's a break, I get very anxious about filming again, and then I procrastinate. I don't know what's wrong with me. If any of you are creators, let me know if that happens to you. Okay, now I'm going in with this yellow. I don't want to put the green next to the orange because it'll get gross and muddy, but yellow and the green will blend together. I'm hoping you can't hear all the outside stuff. Where we were at before was pretty rural, and now we're in kind of a suburban, like, city. But the dogs are so happy to have a big backyard to run around in. And I'm so happy they have a big yard to run around in because they drive me nuts. Still working from home. Okay, now I'm going in with this orangey brown. One of the cool things about where we moved is now I am like a mile away from my childhood best friend. And I don't have a lot of like, I don't want to say actual friends because I am someone who believes very much in parasocial relationships. I think they are just as valid as regular relationships or normal. So my online friends are, you know, very special to me also. And I do value them just as much. It's just that it's hard when you don't have people physically there, if that makes sense. So yeah, and she's hilarious. And hopefully the next video you see, she will be in it. And I'll get to introduce you to her. But we have been best friends since the 3rd grade. So long time. This is my first palette from Manny. I absolutely love his formula. If this is like the rest of them, I need to pay more attention to Lunar. And I've always heard good things, but this palette is so easy. I was a little perplexed by the color choices. Actually, I've used it a ton. Everything just works so well. Even though I've been gone, I have been trying to upload reel, short, TikTok, whatever you want to call them, every day because it does kind of help keep me in the algorithm. So moving into this new place, we don't have a washer and dryer here. We can't really get one right now, but there is a laundromat like right behind us, so that's been interesting. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I want to cut the crease. I'll swatch the shimmers for you. So there's the first 3. I love his shimmer formula. It's very thin and sparkly. And then there's the other 3. As you can see, when I wipe the others off, it's just sparkle. And there are 6 mattes and 6 shimmers in this palette. And those are the mattes. They're gorgeous. I love that there's a black in here too because I gotta have depth. And it's like a true black. It's not gray. It's not, I don't know. It's perfect. So we got our NYX glitter glue, of course. And I don't really want it to be like sharp. So I'm just kind of feathering it on. Maybe in the front I do, but I did some Christmas nails yesterday. All right, I think I'm gonna go into this brighter gold here. But yeah, trying to figure out the sound and creating a space and my little background. Do y'all put your Christmas lights up before Thanksgiving? I like it. Okay, so now, let's see, do I want the green? I think I do. So it's so weird moving back home and it feels like everything's changed, but also some things are still the same. Now what I want to do is do a big old wing and then blend some of that black into it. So this is the Rephr 34 and it's just a liner brush. And it looks very, very unassuming. This is the best liner brush in 25 years I have ever come across. So bear with me while I do this because it's very hard to talk. If you struggle with liner, you need this brush. I'm using the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Matte in Blackout, I think. Yes, Blackout. You can just get the sharpest wing with this. It's awesome. So I'm doing like a weird hooded eye wing where I'm going to blend shadow in with my liner. It looks completely crazy until you're done. So I want to know what's on everyone's Christmas list. I don't know about you, but I get very excited about giving gifts as well. I'm excited to give my son his gift. So now I'm taking the Rephr 13 and going in with the black. And I'm kind of putting it on the edge. And I just kind of feather that liner inward. I find that this method works really well with the color fix. So while I'm doing that, I'm also deepening up the outer corner. All right, I think that's all I'm going to do for right now. Let's move on to the face. So I prepped with a serum, and then the NYX Plump Right Back, of course. You all know I love that one. So I bought into the hype and I purchased the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I am in the shade 090 Bare Cool. So we have a nice heavy glass bottle. It's messy because I have been using this and I get it. I get the hype. It's really a good foundation. It's very skin-like. It's thin, but it does have decent coverage. So I'm going in with my favorite foundation brush, the Shop Missy High Def Brush F7. So I'm putting 2 pumps. It's very runny, very thin, but I'm going to add in a little bit. I want a little more coverage today because I'm having some breakouts and some stuff I want to cover. And what I bought as a concealer is this, the Danessa. I'm sorry, it's very dirty. I've been using it. This is the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I will be using this as my concealer, but I also add, it's a pump like MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm going to put just a little tiny drop in there to add just a little more coverage. And I find that this is an awesome duo. I'm not putting much in there, just a little bit. So playing around with the Haus Labs, I like this. I probably could have gone up 1 shade, but it's all right. But there are some primers I do not like with this. And I actually find that just not really priming, but just going in on top of skincare is how this looks best. I'm gonna take my sponge, pick up any excess. And it just looks like skin. It's so pretty. I probably could have done 1 pump since I was adding some of the Danessa to it. The Vision Cream cover is very pigmented. Yeah, I'm looking ghostly. So I'm just going in and adding it around the perimeter where I think I need a little extra. Yeah, I'm ghostly. So I'm gonna have to get a deeper shade, which is a good problem to have because if you're very, very pale, you know, it can be hard to find one that's, but I believe she actually has one in white, so not a bad match considering I bought it online. So now I'm going to take the tiniest little bit of this. And when I say tiny, that's probably even too much. And I'm going to use the new Rephr 36. I love this brush. It's like a little cat paw, and it's like the most perfect concealer brush. It's kind of angled, and yeah, I love this. So I just take it and dot it where I need it. And then using the little kitty paw, blend it out. It's great if you're spot concealing to go over with this thing and just kind of stipple. My nose is always my problem area, and I have like an H spot right there. And this is going to be too much, so I will remove some of it with my sponge. Yeah, I love the shape of this, and the density is like, it's just perfect. So now I'll just go through and pick up any extra with my sponge and smooth it out. This does crease a little bit, but you know, I'm going to set it, so not a big deal. It's very smooth, very smooth. And I still have some left. Okay, so the next thing I picked up is by a brand I do not use that often. And I never really was interested in anything. I do have their liquid illuminator, which I do like. This is great under makeup. I mean, on top as well, but especially under. But this is the Iconic London Precision Duo. And what you have, it's a contour. And I got the shade Medium Shadow. I will say it's hard to open. So what you have on the bottom is a cream contour, but it's very much like a cream to powder. It feels like a powder going on. It's very light. You do have to build it up. And then you have a powder contour. So you have the cream and then the powder. And I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna apply the cream with the Rephr 35. This is another new one. Y'all know I like a small brush for contour because contour should be targeted. It's not for the whole face. So I'm going in, and I will say this. If you are somebody who struggles with contour, doesn't really know how to do it, this product you cannot mess up. It's very light. So see, it's just a shadow, what it's supposed to do. And it could be a smidge cooler, but it's okay. Now this could be what is breaking me out. I don't know. The Fenty matchsticks, I love the shade Amber, but that has coconut oil in it and it breaks me out. And when I got this, I forgot to look. But there you have like a perfect, just easy contour. So if you're wanting to get into contouring, but product scares you, I do recommend this. I shopped Ulta's Black Friday sale today, and I did pick up some thickening shampoo. Ever since I had my son, my hair is just so much thinner. This product is good for, you know, warming up my skin too a little bit from the Ghostly foundation. I love this brush. It's so good. Now that I'm seeing where I'm broken out, I think this may be the culprit, because it's right where I put my contour, and that's going to make me sad because I really like this. Let me actually look up the ingredients. So yeah, the culprit I believe is 6 ingredients vegetable oil. That kind of sucks, but the powder is still something I could probably use. So, but if that's not something you have a problem with, I do recommend it. I'm going to a little bit of the powder because that is pigmented, and kind of set this a little bit. My forehead always looks uneven because I have so many freckles up there. It's annoying. Okay, so that's that. So the next thing I want to use is probably my favorite thing I picked up. I'll show you how it comes. This is the LYS Higher Standard 3-piece Satin Matte Cream Blush Set. This was such a good deal, you guys. So this is the size they come in. This is a full size, so they're not that much smaller, really. This would make such a good gift for a makeup lover. You know, not a whole lot smaller. I feel like there's also, you know, a color in here for everyone. LYS is black owned, so there is a focus on that, and shades that are good for every skin tone. So you have these 3 shades. They look intimidating, but they blend out really beautifully. So we have Empower, Grateful, and Unforgettable. I'm actually not going to use these. I'm going to show you, I'm going to use another one that is new to me, but I did want to show you these because I've been loving them. LYS is one of my favorite cream blush formulas, and I think this would be such an awesome gift. So run, don't rock, and it's such a good price. Now I can't remember if I talked about these already, but I did get a new shade, and this brand has just continually impressed me, and it's a drugstore brand. This is AF94. This is Halsey's other brand. She has About Face, but she has this one too. These are the Playdate Multi-Use Cheek and Lip Color. These are so freaking good. So if you dare and Savior, this formula is amazing. I love it. Love, love, love it. And I'm actually going to use Savior today. And I have been reaching for these constantly. I just do this, load it up, tap it off, and apply. It's just awesome. It lasts. I'm just absolutely smitten by this blush. We will have to add more later because I am going to set my face, but it's so pretty. It doesn't disturb your makeup. And speaking of drugstore, I found another gem for you guys. Did you know Uoma Beauty, Uoma by Sharon specifically, had a cream bronzer? This is the Flawless in Real Life bronzer, and I got the shade Shady. And if you like a cool tone bronzer, this, look at that. Awesome. And I'm going to use another new Rephr brush. This is the 37 now. Awesome for cream products, blush, or contour. And bronze up here a little bit. It's such a good formula, y'all. It feels very, very high-end. yeah, I just love it. So if you happen to be, I found this at Walmart. If you happen to be at Walmart, check out the Uoma by SharonC, another black owned brand, and beautiful. I love this formula. I didn't swatch it for you, but let me show you. I believe this is the lightest shade. I'm gonna swatch it right there. So it's cooler, but it still warms up the face. What makes a guy want to put the fart cans on their car? Another thing I picked up, and another hyped up product, is the One Size powder. I got the One Size concealer and hated it. So I never went back to One Size. But then I kept hearing all these people talk about this, their holy grail, especially more mature people. And I'm just like, all right, fine. So I did get a mini size of it to try because I'm very particular about my powders. And a fun fact, I love this. This is not, so there's finely milled, which can be a good thing. And then there's finely milled to a point where it doesn't help with oil control. And I need help in my T-zone with oil control because I am combo. Where's my puff? And something I love about this powder is I like it under the eyes as well. And let me show you, I don't have a lot of creasing. I feel like this is really good at blurring pores. I'll show you. And I know part of it is that this is shiny, so it's gonna enhance texture, but I'm just gonna set this side and show you. So doesn't that just make everything look smoother? I really like it. Okay, I don't think I have anything else for the eyes, so I'm gonna finish those and then come back. Okay, so I finished makeup. I added, actually this highlighter is this shade in the palette right here. It makes a really pretty highlighter. Put on some lashes, and I added a little more of the AF94 blush. And then I topped it with just a little bit of Teresa's blush from the Lethal collab. This one, the one that looked like bacon. I've been reaching for this a ton. So I rave about the Sephora gel liners. And so during the sale, I picked up 2 more. So I got number 2, Nothing But Nude, which is what I have on. And then I picked up 29, Dressed to the 90s. And this is like a great grungy 90s shade. More cool tone. So that one's Nothing But Nude, and that one's Dressed to the 90s. So love these, FYI. Don't try to sharpen them like I did in my first one. They do twist up. These last a really long time. They're just very, very good liners. And finally, I picked this up from QVC, which I've only shopped with one time before. But I saw they had a deal going on, and it is this, the Santa's Wishlist Maracujá Juicy Plump Lip Set. I love these. I think they're a little bit smaller than full size, but they're still a very good size. It's very cute packaging. You got the pink glitter. So that one is Black Cherry. I love that one. It's more cool tone. That one's Dragon Fruit. And then we have Deep Rosy Pink. Then we have this pale pink is Primrose. Finally, the one I'm wearing, Soft Nude Pink, and that's more of a warmer pink. So yeah, and I thought they went really well with the liners. So yeah, I know I didn't do much chatting, but I don't know what else to say. So yeah, I didn't do much chatting, but I don't know what else to say. I've moved. I'm trying to get back in the groove. If you have ADHD or depression, you kind of know how that goes. Sometimes there's like cycles. Yes, you know how that goes. You just kind of, things go in cycles. And I just haven't been feeling that great. I need to just stop being so critical and just to upload videos. I know you guys, most of you don't care. I have the occasional butthole that wants to comment on stuff and just be an asshat, but for the most part, everyone is awesome and supportive. But yeah, I've got some fun videos coming up. Well, I think they'll be fun. But yeah, keep an eye out for the community tab. Because I'm going to put some polls up to see what you guys want to see and what you think would be fun to watch. And yeah, let me know if you use or picked up any of this. I've really been enjoying everything I got, so I love when that happens. As always, let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to see. And yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's Bethany Schmidt Aesthetics across the board. So make sure to hit the like button on the way out. It helps me so much. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will join our little family here. Love you all with all my heart, and I will see you back again here soon. Love you, bye!